Hey everyone, it's Deborah, and today I'm going to show you a project that I'm making with the KSCRAFT November 2025 Otter sentiments. These sentiments are, I would think, more like Valentine's Day, but I wanted to make a cutesy Christmas card out of those, so I didn't use the stamped images from this, but I did use the die, and I'll show you a sample, and we're going to make one on, I'm going to show you a couple of samples, and then we're going to make one or two on camera. So let me show you real quick. Here's a little cutie that I made. I think that's my first one. It sure is. The first one I made, and I did use, and I'll show you how I did that, but I did use this pen, ink roller pen, black, but you could use any type of black pen, I'm sure. And then I did use this pen. What is that? Yeah, there you go. So I used, you can do that, I use that for the face, so the ears, the eyebrows, the eyes, and I just did a little white accent on the nose and everything. But anyway, I cut out all the pieces for the otter, and then I did use, this die for the red, okay? And then I made this on the Cricut machine, and I'm going to share that file with you. Okay, so that's the first one I made. That's the second one. Okay, and I believe I did, nope, I didn't. And then this is the third one. Okay, and then I did use some Santa hats and holly from Hobby Lobby. Okay, but anyway, we're going to get to work. We're going to do a couple of cards. Okay, let me put these back so you can see them again. Okay, there you go, with those three different sentiments. Okay, I'll come back and we'll start the tutorial. Here are the pieces that I cut out. The feet, and you really don't need this piece, but these are the 2 feet, and then this is the nose, so you just need to cut out one of those. Here is the portion for that little sign. So these are the feet right here. Here's the nose. Here's the background of the sign. Okay. Then here is the full body in that dark brown, and then you're going to do another layer in that color for just the head alone. Okay, and that's that portion. And then I have the, whatever this is called, the muzzle maybe, and then the stomach. I cut those out in this tan. Okay, you could actually cut the feet out in that tan if you want to as well, but I kind of like it. I mean, the nose is black and then the feet are black. Okay, that's what I did. And then of course you're going to need your cards, which I am using stuff that I picked up from Ollie's. It's a 6-pack of cards for A2 cards, and they were $1 for 6-pack, so I did pick those up. And then the paper I'm using on this one, let's see real quick. I had it picked out yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's in my project bag. Sorry about that. So I keep a little project bag that I picked up at Dollar Tree. And that's what I should be doing. So I am going to use this one right here, the Christmas Noel Recollections. So I will cut down a panel. This the card is an A2, and then that background panel is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then this one, heck, I don't even remember what I did it. I actually cut it down 1, 2, 5. This is 3.25 wide by 4.5. Okay? 3.25 by 4.5 for that green piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut everything down, and we'll get ready to assemble the card. Okay, so I have everything ready to go. Here's my card base and envelope, and the mat and the other mat. So we're going to work on our otter. Okay, let me get everything ready to go for this. Alright, so I do use this tool that I got from scrapbook.com to help me out with the smaller pieces. So let's go ahead. I'm going to lower you, and then we'll... Okay, let's get started on our little otter and getting him to put together. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the body, and I'm just going to take this other layer for the head, and hopefully you can see this. We're going to go ahead and line them up and just make sure that it's even, and it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the body on the feet and the muzzle. Okay, well, the stomach or whatever this is. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing on and have it ready to go for decoration. So this will go down like that, real simple. This is so easy, guys. It's so easy. Okay, and the only thing is these little pieces are hard for me to get a hold of. So this is the nose, and it is going to, oops, we are going to overlap part of that muzzle. I guess that's what I'm calling it, a muzzle. So you do put it down on top of the muzzle, just like that. And then let's go ahead and get the feet on. Give me just a second. So you can see the outline of the feet right here. And I can't remember which one. I think the bigger one goes on this side. So you just have to kind of see which one is bigger. And actually, I'm going to leave it like that. It will be okay. Alright, so I do apply the glue right here. It just makes life easier right there on the otter. And then I'm just going to take this and plop it down. And there you go. Okay, and then we will work on the face. I'm going to go ahead and glue this little sign on here first. This is going to be my greeting for this card. Let me go ahead and, whoops, take care of that and make sure I get that done. If you're wondering what kind of glue I'm using, it's Barely Art glue. They're local to me. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, closer to Fort Worth, and, ooh, this isn't going on right. And they are actually in Arlington. So I didn't use the right mat for this. This is the smaller mat, but that's okay. It's got a little peeking of the red in there, and I'll be all right with that. All right, so let's go ahead and work on the otter's face. Okay, make sure you can see this. I'm going to put my light down a little bit lower so you can see. All I'm going to do, you see right here, the ears. Go ahead and do that. All it is a little V. I can't draw. So, and then there's eyebrow indentation on here. So that's going to help you with the placement of the eyes. And so all I do with the eyes is sit here and draw a little circle. That's it. Now with this pen, I have to let it dry completely before I highlight with the white pen because it smears. And you can see I kind of messed up, kind of gave him a little eyelash. Okay. Didn't mean to, but that's okay. And you can see where I've done, and now I can go and do the white pen on the nose right now. I can do that. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. So the way I did the accent on the nose was just a little couple of lines. You could do one down here too as well if you want. I didn't do that on the last one, and I probably shouldn't have done that right there, but I did it. So, and if you wanted to accent anything else, you could at that point. This one, I am going to put one of the Santa hats on him. So let's go ahead and get a Santa hat out. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I did get them 50% off this year, so it's a really good deal on these. So with this, I do put the glue on his head. Okay, right across there for the hat. Because if you put it in the felt, on the felt itself, it soaks into the felt and then it won't glue. Okay? Or you can use hot glue. Okay, I didn't feel like getting my hot glue gun out, even though it's battery operated. I could have. So I think I'm going to try to fix this, the little sign, because I don't like that. I didn't put it on the right one. You know what? I'm just going to put a new one. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do a whole new one. This is how I organize all my die cuts, by the way, when I'm cutting them out. And then to keep me from losing the dies, I do that. I organize it like that. And that I bought that little container at Dollar Tree a long time ago. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and redo my little sign. But you see how easy that is? Oh my gosh, it's just so easy. And I want to make him and make those little gift card cards that Letty from Party Planner Papery, I showed you a couple of weeks ago or last week, those cards. Okay, so there we go. And then we're just going to glue. And anyway, I want to make him on a 3x4 card, and I will do that on camera, hopefully. But anyway, or at least show you, because you can always go to her tutorial to do it. And so all I'm going to do is put his little sign there. It's a little over a little bit, but that's okay. Let me see if I can lift it, and if I can move it. Nope. That's okay. We're going to leave it like that. So let me check and go ahead and do the eye real quick, the accent on the eyes. Okay, just a little white, just to kind of give them a little. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to, just to make this a little bit quicker, instead of using the liquid glue to put these mats down. Let me make sure that he's going to look good like that, or do I want him like this? That's the beauty about using this type of, I think I'm going to leave him like that because that green touches on that green. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is use my tape runner. Hopefully I have enough. I usually use glue I used glue on those other cards. But all I'm going to do is line this mat up, attach it, make sure I'm going the right way. I've done that before. And then I'm going to put this one in the middle as closely as possible. So I have you guys really close to me, so I'm hoping that the video is going to be okay. Have the camera really low. Alright, so let me see real quick. Hopefully this is not crooked. Okay. Very simple. And then I'm just going to attach him. Our little otter. He is super cute. He's made for Valentine's Day, really, but I just saw him as Christmas, and I found the Christmas puns and those sayings and made the little cutouts on Cricut, and here we go. I think he's super cute. Alright, and there's your card. That's a very simple card. The hardest part is cutting out the otter, but putting him together is so easy, and he is just the cutest, cutest, cutest thing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please let me know. Let me line up and go ahead and show you a quick review of all the cards I've already made. So I made this one. Made these off camera. I like the red. And then made this one off camera as well. And then we made this together today. Alright. They are super, super cute. I just love them. Alright guys, I hope you make your own. And I will put links in the description box, so if you want to go purchase this, you can as well. Okay, and have fun with it. All right, bye guys.